Call police. The case against the deputy who shot and killed a man on New Year's Day comes to a close.
Tonight, court documents show that deputy will not be facing any charges because a grand jury says he didn't do anything wrong.
James Torres is live in Walker County right now. James, tell us how we got to this point tonight.
Well, Josh, Kim, investigators say it all started with a fake 911 call that brought deputies to a home here in Walker County. One deputy approached that home and says he saw a gun pointed directly at him through a window. So then he opened fire. Now, new court documents tonight show a grand jury doesn't believe that deputy should be facing any charges. Mark Parkinson was a 65-year-old father of two. He now will forever be missed by his widow, Diana.
I don't know what happened. I just know my husband's gone. 43 years of marriage, and I mean, he was my best friend.
About 3 hours into the new year on Meadowview Drive, investigators say Dorothy Gass made a fake 911 call from Alabama to say Parkinson's daughter was threatening herself and her children. At the time of that call, Parkinson's attorney says Gass's son was going through a messy divorce with Parkinson's daughter. Deputy John Chandler responded to the home with two other deputies. He saw Parkinson through a window pointing a gun at him.
Suddenly, there was a gunshot, and he just fell straight back onto the floor.
Diana Parkinson told us she and her husband woke up to dogs barking and had no idea deputies were outside their home. Walker County Sheriff Steve Wilson says the office put Deputy Chandler on paid leave for a month and conducted an internal affairs investigation. In it, Chandler says he shot because he feared he would be shot.
After the internal investigation was completed and he was cleared of any policy wrongdoing, he returned to work at that time.
That was in February. Today, News Channel 9 received this grand jury report. It recommends no charges be filed against Chandler because the grand jury found no criminal intent. Sheriff Wilson calls the case tragic and says he's never seen one like it, adding no one will ever know if Parkinson actually meant to point the gun at Deputy Chandler.
We will never know that. We know that the gun was pointed directly at Deputy Chandler in an aggressive manner. We will never know what his intentions were.
And after an investigation, the GBI will take its findings and hand it over to the DA, who will then present a case to a civil grand jury. The civil grand jury will make recommendations on whether that case should be bound over to a criminal grand jury. In this case, that's not what the civil grand jury recommended, and therefore Deputy Chandler's case is now closed. Right now, we're live in Walker County. I'm James Torres, News Channel 9.
Thank you, James. The judge dropped the charges in June against the woman who made the false 911 call. Mark Parkinson's widow says she did not learn about that until August. Parkinson's attorney says apparently the investigator in Gass's case was not able to make the hearing where charges were dropped, but the judge held it anyway. When the judge dismissed the charges, Gass was instructed to not make calls to 911 without first consulting her son in the future.